There were rumblings about Diddy's bad behavior for years. Simultaneous raids, a massive show of force.
I know what's gone on.
A stunning.
The courtroom erupted in outrage as Sean Diddy Combs faced blistering accusations of perjury, with jurors visibly seething over what they perceived as blatant dishonesty under oath. The high-stakes legal battle, already a media frenzy, took a dramatic turn as the prosecution presented damning evidence contradicting the hip-hop mogul's sworn testimony. With tensions at a boiling point, the case threatens to dismantle Diddy's carefully curated empire and his freedom. The bombshell testimony that backfired. The trial, stemming from a multi-million-dollar lawsuit involving business fraud and breach of contract, had already drawn national attention. But it was Diddy's decision to take the stand that set the stage for an explosive confrontation. Under oath, Combs vehemently denied any knowledge of falsified financial records, insisting that his former business partners were the real culprits in the alleged scheme. "I had no involvement in any fraudulent activity. My team handled all financial matters, and I trusted them explicitly," Diddy declared, his voice steady. But that trust was quickly shattered when prosecutors played a series of incriminating emails and text messages, directly linking Diddy to the manipulation of financial documents. One particularly damning exchange showed Diddy instructing an accountant to make the numbers work no matter what. Another message revealed him pressuring a subordinate to delete anything that looks bad. The jury's reaction was immediate. Several jurors exchanged disbelieving glances, while one visibly shook their head in disgust. The jury's fury: "He lied right to our faces." Legal analysts noted that Diddy's gamble to testify may have backfired spectacularly. Jurors, initially neutral, now appeared convinced of his guilt. "You could feel the anger in the room," a court insider revealed. "These jurors don't take perjury lightly. They feel like he insulted their intelligence." One juror, speaking anonymously after the day's proceedings, didn't hold back. "He sat there, looked us in the eye, and lied. It's one thing to defend yourself, it's another to treat the court like a joke." Legal experts say this shift in jury sentiment could be catastrophic for Diddy's defense. Once a jury believes a defendant has lied under oath, they often assume guilt on all charges, said former federal prosecutor David Henderson. The prosecution just scored a major psychological victory. Prosecution's knockout punch, the smoking gun. If the emails weren't damaging enough, the prosecution then dropped what many are calling the smoking gun, a secretly recorded phone call between Diddy and a former executive. In the recording, a voice alleged to be Diddy's can be heard saying, "If anybody asks, those payments never happened. We bury this, you understand me?" The defense team objected furiously, arguing the recording was obtained illegally, but the judge allowed it, citing precedent for third-party recordings in business disputes. The jury, already skeptical, now seemed outright hostile. One juror reportedly glared at Diddy as the tape played, their jaw clenched in anger. Diddy's legal team in crisis mode. Insiders say Diddy's attorneys are scrambling to contain the fallout. Their initial strategy, painting the case as a money grab by disgruntled ex-partners, has collapsed under the weight of hard evidence. They were banking on reasonable doubt, but now it's about damage control, a legal analyst commented. They need a miracle. The defense's last-ditch effort? Attempting to discredit the prosecution's witnesses, including a former CFO who turned state's evidence. But with the jury's trust in Diddy evaporating, even that may not be enough. What's next? Possible jail time and empire in jeopardy. If convicted, Diddy could face years in prison on charges of fraud, perjury, and obstruction of justice. But the real damage may be to his billion-dollar empire. With brands already distancing themselves and investors spooked, the fallout could extend far beyond the courtroom. "This isn't just about legal consequences, it's about legacy," said business analyst Maya Roberts. "If he's found guilty, everything he built could come crashing down." Final showdown. Will Diddy take a plea deal? Rumors are swirling that prosecutors have offered a last-minute plea deal, one that would include reduced charges in exchange for a guilty plea. But with Diddy still publicly maintaining his innocence, would he take it? Pride could be his downfall, a source close to the case warned. But if the jury's reaction today is any indication, he may not have a choice. Verdict watch. The countdown begins. As the trial enters its final phase, all eyes are on the jury. Will they deliver a swift, brutal rebuke? Or is there still a chance for Diddy to salvage his case? One thing is certain, the jury's rage has changed everything. And for Diddy, the heat just got turned up to an unbearable level.